the antibiotics. But I keep telling her, you need to go to the doctor. And she's like, no, I know. Well, they gave her amoxicillin at first. Now she's on doxycycline or dioxycycline.
Good evening. We're going to open our regular meeting for December 26th at 6:14 p.m. We will now do the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes.
Roll call.
Mayor Biassiata,
Here.
Law Director Moore,
Present.
Director of Finance Frank,
Here.
Councilman at Large Elliott,
Here.
Councilwoman at Large Kelly, Councilman at Large Costanzo,
Present.
Ward 1 Councilman Curriasis,
Here.
Ward 2 Councilman Martin,
Here.
Ward 3 Councilman Snitsky,
Present.
Ward 4 Councilman Morrow,
Here.
Director of Public Service and Properties Bryda,
Here.
Building Commissioner Grassi,
Present.
City Engineer Gerson.
Present. I'm going to move to excuse Councilperson Kelly from this evening's meeting. Do I have a second?
Second motion.
Roll call.
Costanzo,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Curriasis,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Morrow,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
I'm going to move to go into executive session for employee organization. Do I have a second?
Costanzo second.
Roll call.
Costanzo,
Yes.
Elliott,
Yes.
Curriasis,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Morrow,
Yes.
Snitsky.
Present. Yes. Am I here? Sure.
We're going to reconvene at 6:47 PM. I'm going to turn it over to the law director.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, at this time, it being after December 10th, pursuant to Section 3-11, I'm going to be seeking nominations for council president and council pro tem. I'll start now asking for nominations for council president.
Mr. Law Director,
Sir,
I'd like to nominate Phil Curriasis for council president.
at this time, I have a nomination for Phil Curriasis as council president. Is there a second?
Elliott, second.
I've got a nomination and a second. Madam Clerk, would you take roll, please?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Clearly appear that the yeses have it. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Again, at this time, I'm also seeking a nomination for council pro tem.
Mr. Law Director?
Yes.
I would like to nominate Justin Costanzo for Council President Pro Tem.
I have a nomination. Do I have a second?
Elliott, second.
I've got a nomination and a second. Madam Clerk, would you take roll?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Would appear that the ayes have it. Congratulations, sir.
Okay, thank you, Law Director Moore.
That's
Thank you,
good.
Mr.
We
President.
save the city money. We don't have to change the business cards or anything. That's great.
We now go to the reading and disposal of minutes. Councilman Snitsky.
Reading and disposal of the minutes. Oh, okay. Having read the council minutes for council meeting of December 10th, 2024, I find no errors or omissions. Therefore, I move that they be approved as printed.
Curriasis, second roll call.
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
We have no resolutions of condemnation. We now go to reports of committees, planning, zoning, economic development. Councilman Snitsky.
Planning, zoning, and economic development has a special meeting on January 7th and our regular scheduled monthly meeting on January 28th.
Thank you. Public Works, Council Pro Tem Costanzo.
Thank you, Mr. President. We last met on Tuesday, December 10th. Our next meeting is January 14th, 2025.
Thank you. Community Services last met December 10th, and the next meeting is January 14th. Police and Safety, Councilman Elliott.
Thank you, Mr. President. Last meeting was December the 10th. Minutes are on file with the clerk. Next meeting will be on January the 14th.
Thank you. Parks and Rec, Councilman Morrow.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our last meeting was tonight, 12/26. Meeting minutes are pending, and our next meeting will be on January 28th.
Thank you. Rules, Ordinances, and Ethics, Councilman Martin.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Rules and Ordinance and Ethics met this evening. The minutes have been submitted, and the next meeting is January 28th.
Thank you. Finance, Civil Service, and Personnel last met this evening. Minutes are pending. Next meeting is January 14th.
Mr. President,
Mayor Biassiata?
before we go to appointments and confirmation, may I have the floor temporarily?
Yes.
Our finance director needs to get moving, and I want to help him.
Okay.
So ordinance 63 is our 2025 budget that we had the budget hearings on, and 2 other meetings. And ordinance 64, 2024 is our year-end appropriations. We do this every year. The year-end appropriation just moves the money around in the 2024 budget to where the expenses actually happen. It's no new money's being allocated. That one's boilerplate. But if we have any discussion for 63 or 64, I'd like to have it now. And if there is no more discussion, I would like to excuse them for the rest of the meeting.
Is there any discussion on 63 or 64? None. Hearing none. You're excused.
Happy New Year.
Have a good New Year.
Yeah,
Take care.
happy, safe travels, my friend.
Travel well. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you want us to call you?
Thank you, Mr.
Okay,
President.
appointments and confirmations, Mayor
Yeah,
Biassiata.
Mr. President, I do have one this evening. I'm asking council to confirm my appointment of Nino Ceretti to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a term commencing January 2025 through January 2030. Mr. Ceretti's been on the board for a few terms this time. He knows the city well, and he knows his service to the city on ZBA well. So we do well to tie him up for another 5 years.
Okay, I'm going to move to reappoint Nino Cerruti for a 5-year term starting January 2025 till 2030. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
We have no communications, petitions, or claims. Council open to the audience on legislation only. Hearing none. We now go to the reading of ordinances and resolutions. We now go to the third reading of ordinance number 56-2024.
Mr. President,
Council Pro Tem Costanzo.
I move to suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance 56-2024 for its third and final reading.
Elliot, second.
Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a 3-year public consulting group emergency services agreement on behalf of the city of Seven Hills with Public Consulting Group for the purpose of providing professional services related to the ambulance supplemental payment program and other consulting services, appropriating payment to Public Consulting Group according to the terms of the agreement.
Is there further motion?
Mr. President,
Council Pro Tem Costanzo.
I move that we pass ordinance 56-2024.
Elliot, second.
Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Ordinance number 56-2024 has passed. We now go to the third reading of ordinance number 57-2024.
Mr. President,
Councilman Elliott.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance 57-2024 by title only for its third and final reading.
Martin, second.
Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a 5-year renewable agreement with Cuyahoga County Valley Career Center in order that the school may use the city's fire department facilities to provide clinical experience for its students.
Is there further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Elliott.
I move that we pass ordinance 57-2024.
Martin, second.
Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Ordinance number 57-2024 has passed. We now go to the second reading of ordinance number 63-2024.
Mr. President,
Councilman Morrow.
I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance 63-2024 by title only for its second and final reading.
Curriasis, second. Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
An ordinance to make appropriations for the current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Seven Hills for the year ending December 31st, 2025, and declaring an emergency.
Is there further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Morrow.
I move that we approve the emergency clause found in section 3 of the ordinance.
Curriasis, second. Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Is there further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Morrow.
I move that we approve or we pass ordinance 63-2024 as an emergency measure.
Curriasis, second. Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Ordinance number 63-2024 has passed. We now go to the first reading of ordinance number 64-2024.
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I move to suspend the rules of council and read ordinance number 64-2024 by title only for its first and final reading.
Costanzo, second.
Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
An ordinance to amend the appropriations of the city of Seven Hills, Ohio for the year ending December 31st, 2024, and declaring an emergency.
Is there further motion?
Mr. President,
Councilman Snitsky.
I move to approve the emergency clause in the last section of the ordinance.
Costanzo, second.
Roll call?
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Is there a further motion?
I move to pass ordinance number 64-2024 as an emergency measure.
Costanzo second.
Roll call.
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Ordinance number 64-2024 has passed. We now go to the first reading of ordinance number 65-2024.
Mr. President?
Councilman Martin.
Yes, Councilman Martin, I move that we suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance number 65, 2024 by title only for its first and final reading.
Elliott second.
Roll call.
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
An ordinance to amend ordinance number 53-2024 passed by council November 12th, 2024 for the purchasing and installation of automated door access controls, Cat 6 cable installation and appurtenances at city parks for safety and security in the amount of $83,215 for the purpose of correcting the vendor to LBF Consulting Group and declaring an emergency.
Is there a further motion?
Council President?
Councilman Martin.
Yeah, I move that we pass ordinance number,
Point of order.
It's emergency.
Emergency.
yeah, I apologize. Thank you. Mr. President, I move that we approve the emergency clause found in section 3 of the ordinance.
Elliott second.
Roll call.
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Is there a further motion?
Yes, Mr. President.
Councilman Martin.
I move that we pass ordinance number 65, 2024.
Elliott second.
Roll call.
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Ordinance number 65-2024 has passed. We now go to the first reading of ordinance number 66-2024.
Mr. President,
Council Pro Tem Costanzo.
I move to suspend the rules under the charter and read ordinance 66-2024 by title only for its first and final reading.
Curriasis, second. Roll call.
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
An ordinance accepting the Ohio Department of Administrative Services bid number SRC 000-0019553 for bulk fuels, unleaded gasoline, ethanol blend, 87 and 89 octane, diesel fuel number 2 and premium clear and dyed, naming Gutman Energy Incorporated as the supplier at $2.84 or less per gallon to be used by the Service Department vehicles, Fire Department vehicles, and the City Hall generator, authorizing an amount not to exceed $85,000 annually for said purchase and declaring an emergency.
Is there a further motion?
Mr. President,
Council Pro Tem Costanzo.
I move to approve the emergency clause in section 4 of ordinance 66-2024.
Curriasis, second. Roll call.
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Is there a further motion?
Mr. President,
Council Pro Tem Costanzo.
I move to pass ordinance 66-2024 as an emergency measure.
Curriasis, second. Roll call.
Costanzo.
Yes.
Elliott.
Yes.
Curriasis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Snitsky.
Yes.
Ordinance number 66-2024 has passed. Council open to the audience for comments. Reports and communications from the Mayor, Safety Director, Mayor Biassiata.
Congratulations on the reappointment of our council president and council pro tem. Thank you to the rest of the council members for working unanimously, keeping the good streak going, I hope. Thank you for the passage of the 2025 budget and reappointment of Nino to ZBA. Everyone, a happy new year. Have a lot to be proud of in 24 and even better things expected in 25. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Mayor. Reports from directors, Director of Law Moore.
No report.
Director of Public Service Brighta.
My monthly report is on file with the clerk.
Thank you. Director Gerson, City Engineer Gerson.
Monthly report is on file with the clerk.
Okay. Building Commissioner Grassi.
Thank you, Mr. President. Congratulations, Councilman Justin Costanzo. No, my report's on file with the clerk.
Thank you. Miscellaneous comments from council. Councilman Elliott.
Congratulations to Phil and Justin, and thank you for putting all the hard work in, keeping us moving through 2025. And Happy New Year to everybody. That's all.
Thank you. Councilman Morrow.
Thanks, Mr. President. Congratulations to you and Justin. Look forward to you guys continuing to lead us and continuing to do great things for the city. I'd like to wish everyone, hope everyone had a great Christmas and even better New Year. And that's it. Thanks.
Thank you. Councilman Martin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Congratulations to the leadership of the council for your reelections, and also the council itself, I think, has had a wonderful year in 2024. The mayor and his administrative staff have done the same. And as such, I think the entire city has a wonderful 2024. So hopefully 2025 will build on all that. And all I know is it's not the same city I moved into, 11 or 12 years ago. It's better and better as we go. So everyone's good efforts and everyone's day-to-day efforts who hold positions within the city administration is do the day-to-day work. So thank you for all that.
Thank you, Councilman Martin. Councilman Snitsky.
I always hate that I have to follow Norm. He's so eloquent. Ditto on Norm. And it's not the same city I moved into in 1970. So, but this is a great group. They do great work. We should all be proud of ourselves for what we've done. We have a great group of city administrators, and congratulations for Justin and Phil, because there's no way I want their job. Have a wonderful New Year.
Thank you. Council Pro Tem Costanza.
I want to congratulate Council President Curriasis, and I want to thank my colleagues for putting the trust and faith in me. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I'm wishing a great New Year for you and a very successful 2025. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just want to thank my colleagues on the dais tonight for electing me to be a president for another term, starting my 4th term. I also want to welcome my son Chase, who's in from Grand Rapids for Christmas. My other son Sammy and their friend, my son's girlfriend Molly. Thanks for coming tonight. This is the first time they've ever been at a meeting, so nice that you guys could make it.
Probably their last time, but that's okay.
And everybody have a happy New Year. And I'm going to move to adjourn at 7:05 p.m. Do I have a second?
Costanza, second.
Roll call.
Yes.
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 Meeting adjourned.
Happy New Year, everybody.